XconMedia.
NBC5 investigates what will happen next to Chicago gang kingpin and killer Larry Hoover 24 hours after his life sentences were erased by President Trump.
Now, Hoover is being processed out of the federal supermax prison in Colorado and into an Illinois prison where he is expected to ask for parole from a 200-year state sentence. Our investigative reporter Chuck Gowdy on the story has some answers for us tonight. Chuck?
Allison, at age 74, gangland leader Larry the King Hoover has spent most of his life behind bars. Tonight, if history holds true, prison is where Hoover will spend the remainder of his life. Hoover cannot leave his past, is what the Illinois Prisoner Review Board said just 3 years ago when he asked for parole. And most of the same people that said no to Hoover then will make the decision now. Larry Hoover had already been arrested more than a dozen times when he kidnapped and killed a drug dealer in this Englewood alley in 1973. William Pookie Young shot between the eyes, dead at age 25 for stealing drugs from Hoover's gangster disciple street gang. Hoover sentenced to 200 years in state prison. He would later be convicted of numerous federal crimes as the leader of a murderous drug gang spanning 36 states and commanding a criminal army of 30,000 soldiers. With this stroke of a pen by President Trump yesterday, Hoover's 6 federal life sentences were commuted. His son thankful tonight.
I think he's been a political prisoner because of the power that he possesses.
When Larry Hoover leaves the Supermax prison here in Colorado, where he has been in solitary confinement, it will be in the custody of Illinois officers who will return him to a maximum security state prison. But in Illinois, Hoover is eligible for parole and return to the streets, a benefit that was denied him numerous times, most recently in late 2022. The parole board noting Hoover's role in this riot at Pontiac Prison in 1978 and his use of a decoding dictionary in his cell in 2017, seeming to support the belief that Hoover has continued to run gang rackets from jail, despite his promise that he's been reformed. According to the 2022 Illinois parole denial, Hoover's past continues to impact his present and will forever affect his future. Parole release at this time would not be in the interest of public safety. What all this means tonight is that Trump's commutation won't matter, and Hoover won't be released, according to this former longtime Illinois Parole Board member and chairman.
I think it's all symbolic, and I think it's all just drama because the president well knows that Mr. Hoover isn't going anywhere and that he's not going to be released. He's not going to be given freedom. He's got to come back and fulfill his Illinois sentence. I think he's trying to impress his friends, Kanye West, other celebrities who have been pushing for this pardon, but it's a Pyrrhic victory. He, at the end of the day, isn't going anywhere.
Just a couple years ago, when Hoover last came up for parole, the state board denied release by a vote of 10-1. That single parole board member on Hoover's side is no longer on the board, but a majority of the others are, and they voted against Hoover's release less than 3 years ago. This time, they will be the only people standing between Hoover and freedom. Allison?
Chuck, thank you.
Man, I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. This dude here, the Colonel, the KFC Colonel. Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the channel. Free Larry Hoover is what they screaming. But you got guys like the Colonel right here don't believe that the man gonna ever see the light of day again. And it's crazy, man. When is enough enough? When is enough enough? Larry Hoover has been incarcerated since 1973. When is enough enough? Comment below, man. I don't even think that the people that went to trial, the witnesses, the prosecutors, the DAs, all them people, man, are they even still living? Are they even still living? All right. And of course, the Colonel right here, he got something to say about, Donald Trump pardoning Hoover, is window dressing, is this, is that, man. You can't never please these people. I don't care what's going on, man. I don't care what's going on. Maybe President Trump reviewed the man case himself and decided that enough was enough. So 6 life sentences. He only killed one person. That I think that's what they said. He killed one person. And true enough, rest in peace to the gentleman that lost his life. But man, when is enough enough? I just don't get it. And maybe, maybe I'm missing something, man, but this man has been gone longer than I've been living, longer than most of us have been living. This man has had a profound impact, and hey, he might have been that dude in his time. And he's changed. People change, They may easily say, oh, yeah, he was just doing it in 2018. Man, when we look back, it's 2025. Even if he just changed in 2018, it's seven years then gone by, man. When is enough enough? So while the colonel over here says he's not gonna make parole, hey, we'll just have to see. He ain't God. He not even on the parole board anymore anyway. So, who cares what this dude got to think, man? You know what I'm saying? God forgives, man. And regardless of what this man did in his life, we shall see the outcome. But hey, he got half of it out the way, and he is eligible for parole in Illinois. And I suspect there are going to be a lot of people protesting every time it's time for him to come off for parole. Thank you for tuning into XconMedia. Go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hurry up!